So yeah, obviously back in the truck. I mean, this is your second career start, second start of the season. So most importantly, with how this year has gone, how appreciative are you when you get opportunities like this to drive in NASCAR?
Really appreciative. It's just tough to come by opportunities right now, and I think that I've been really lucky so far to get what I've gotten, and it is tough to make the most of an opportunity when they are few and far between. But I'm just thankful to be out here, and so far it's been good. Been able to make the most of them. Just like to keep that momentum today, and also get a good run here.
Yeah, what has this year really been like for you? I mean, we mentioned your few Xfinity starts to start the year. I believe you had one K&N race maybe, but it's been pretty quiet overall. So when it comes to what's happening behind the scenes, what has this year been like for you?
It's been a really good year as far as racing, and also behind the scenes. It's been kind of slow, just waiting on the next race and kind of seeing what happens next year before I start making some life decisions. But so far it's been good. Next year looks promising, and I think that
You good? Thanks.
I think that it should be good.
Yeah. Has it been the toughest year for you when it comes to looking for funding and looking for opportunities?
It's been tough. It's always been tough because I feel like it's just hard to find funding, and if you do find funding, it's more of we'll help you, but what can you do for us type deal. It's not really just you find a guy that likes racing anymore, just wants to put money into it. It's really hard and complicated now to get people to, which is understandable. The economy the way it is, and money's so tight now, it's just difficult.
How much have you been learning about the importance of sponsorship? I mean, you ran K&N full-time a little bit, and really when it comes to getting into the national series, you've been seeing how different it is.
Yeah, it really is different, and it's hard to find sponsorship at this level, and it's been fun too, just to get the opportunity to race at this level and race around the guys I've gotten to race around, and try to race at a higher level. It's challenging in a good way, and it's been really enjoyable.
Yeah, I just spoke with Tyler Ankrum about having David Gillen here at the track and just having his support, throughout this season. This will be your second start with them. I mean, what has that support really been like for kind of a new team? But they've been running a lot of ARCA, K&N, and now the trucks. So it seems like a good team to be a part of when it comes to building your talents.
Yeah, David Gillen's been around for a long time. He's got good trucks. Todd's done good, and it's a really talented team. They always bring good stuff to the track, and their trucks are fast. They put a lot of work into it. Bono's really smart. He's been around for a long time. He's a smart guy, and lucky to have him as my crew chief today. It worked out good last time, so I know we'll have a fast truck. Yeah.
When it comes to team owners, I mean, Joe Gibbs was a big help for you, giving you those Xfinity starts, 5 last year, 3 this year. I mean, what has the support been like from him? Have you really been staying in contact with him? I mean, what has that relationship been like throughout this year?
Mainly with the team. The team's been very supportive. It's kind of like a family environment, and they really bring a rookie up to speed. A rookie like me that hasn't had a lot of experience, and make sure that you really understand everything that goes on a weekend like that. Because there's a lot of new things you have to learn, and you have really good crew chiefs that. And just the whole system in general, bringing a rookie driver up to speed that was really important and beneficial for me.
Yeah, what did you learn in Xfinity? I mean, you're not full time, so you're not in the car every week. You only kind of in it here and now. But what do you really learn in that experience that not only helps you understanding the sport, but it helps you personally as a driver?
Just mainly for one, racing at that level, and two, like I said, they just bring up speed so well that it helps you as a driver. As compared to other teams, I think that it's a testament to not the crew chief only, but just the whole organization, all the guys that work on the car. They really make sure, like they're reminding you of switches, and not only switches, but things to think about during the race that you might not think about, because at that level, there's so many things that you have to really key in on to run well. It's just a whole different ball game, but they really help you.
Yeah. Did you think that you proved yourself in that 18 in the Gibbs Xfinity car? Did you think you did enough that would get people's attention about Kyle Benjamin?
I mean, I hope so. I don't know if it was enough, but I certainly hope it was. I did the most I could do, so I'm proud with what I did do, just knowing that was the best I could do and got the most out of the opportunity. Learned a lot. Would like to go back and run those races again because, like I said, learned so much. That's one thing, running a full season. You get to keep learning and progressing throughout the season, but when you're off and on, it's just hard to get that progression. But I feel like it went well. It certainly went well, but hopefully that was enough.
Yeah. Do you have to win? Just nowadays, do you have to be a winner to get people's attention?
It helps. I think it's situational. Like the team themselves, they know when you've been on the couch for a while and hadn't had a full truck season to learn, and they're like, okay, this is a pretty green rookie. If he can go out and run top 5, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Or compared to someone who's been in the trucks 2 years, it's about halfway through the season, you're expected to win. So winning would have been great. I mean, it definitely helps you get noticed more, but I think what we did was enough, especially for my situation.
Yeah. Do you think that if you won the truck race, here in the spring, you were super close, would that have had an effect on your stance for this year, or would it have an effect?
It might have helped just be remembered, but I think the people that that saw that race and do think back to it, it was so close. And being inside of the leader at the line, we led a lot of laps too. It was a good race. It played out really well. So I was really happy with that run.
And you raced him fairly clean. You gave him a little bit of a bumper, but I mean, for the most part, people saw that not only you're fast, but you also have a head, and you actually race pretty clean. I suppose that's something really important for a young driver.
It is too, for a team like Gibbs or any team looking at you, if you want to go to the next level, or a truck team. I mean, KBM, anybody, they don't want someone that's going to tear up a lot of equipment. It's okay to wreck every now and then, but they don't want to see someone that's going to be making crazy moves all the time and costing them a bunch of money. So, which is understandable. So, I guess that was a good thing to show. Wish I would have gotten that win, but it's still a good day.
Yeah. What have you been doing outside the car? As we mentioned, you haven't been racing as much as you could have this year. But what have you been doing outside the sport? I suppose you're balancing school on the side. I mean, what's your life really outside the track?
I did take a semester, but right now I'm kind of off, just waiting to see what happens next year. Might have to go back full time, but a lot of mountain biking and snowboarding in the winter times are my favorite activities outside of racing. But mainly just waiting right now. Just trying to see what happens next year.
Yeah. What are we really looking at as possible options for next year?
I mean, I don't really know yet. There's some things in the works. It wouldn't be a full season of anything, I don't think, but I'd be happy getting 7 or more races, just enough to get in a rhythm, kind of. I think that we have a good possibility of getting something.
Yeah.
But still don't know yet.
Yeah, is possible options with Gibbs and Xfinity, is that something that could go another year as a part-time deal? Or does that kind of seem like it's a little too far to reach?
I mean, I don't know for sure with that. I know we ran good. I got the most out of that opportunity, and like I said, I feel like I did as well as I could have the experience I have, and hopefully that was enough to help boost me to that level with them. I don't know if it was or not. It could have been, so we'll just wait and see.
Yeah. Are you really looking at just the national series? Is that really where your heart is now? Because you did that K&N thing for a while, and is really Xfinity trucks really what your focus is on? Or can it be?
I mean, really Xfinity and trucks is my focus. I want to move up. I've been in K&N and ARCA for so long now. I just want to take that next jump and go to the next level and get a full-time ride in trucks or Xfinity. I'd be really happy with both. Or, part season, anything really, I'd be happy with.
Yeah. What's the support been like from other drivers in the garage? I mean, they've seen you now for a while now, and you're one of the younger guys, but you've kind of proven yourself, as I've said, through these series. So what's the support been like when it comes to other drivers in the garage?
I feel like it's been pretty good, especially at this level. I feel like it's a lot of people I've raced against in the past 4 or 5 years. At some point I've raced them multiple times. Just a lot of the K&N guys and ARCA guys from a few years ago. So, I mean, it is helpful that they know who you are. That way you get raced cleanly, as opposed to someone coming in where it's like, who's that guy? And it's kind of pin you down, knock you out of the way. And it's tough at a place like this. So, not saying it won't happen today, but I feel like the chances go down when they know you.
Right. And not knowing when your next opportunity is, how much more of a drive does that really give you? I mean, I wouldn't imagine having an opportunity like this and not knowing if you're going to get another chance in the future. You said 2019, you're just not really sure. So how does that really affect you as a driver going into a race? Because you don't really have that stability going forward like most drivers do.
It certainly affects you, not having the stability like you said. I think it was enough. I think everything that's been done so far has been enough to hopefully get me there. I don't know for sure yet, but I'm hoping it was. But like today, been on the couch for a while. Had a pretty good season though, getting a race off and on. It was still a decent amount of races, but there's still some time in between there. So if I can go out and keep that momentum and do the same thing today, I think that a win today would be nice, especially with decisions being made around this time. To get a win today would be really helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely appreciate that, and I definitely hope that happens for you. But
yeah, I hope so.
Appreciate the time, bud.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.